I wanted to do a little video because I'm super inspired. I'm over at Nordstrom, and everybody's enjoying Christmas Eve and selling, but everybody's kind of looking at their watches and waiting to get off work and get on to their plans. And there's this lady here with maybe in her 40s or 50s. It's hard to tell these days. And there's a teenage girl with her, and supposedly the girl's mom is in a nursing home, and maybe my age, in her late 40s. She's not old, but she's just been ill. And so the lady was checking out, and she asked to talk to a manager. She said, I was wondering if I can buy one of these little tiny pink trees. So if you guys notice, there's all these little trees everywhere. And I guess the girl's mom, it would be like totally her style, and she's sick and all this. She's like, I'm willing to pay for it. So I asked a manager, and she's like, well, get her info, and when we're done with it, maybe we could part with one or give it to her, So I got her info, and then talked to her a little bit later and said, oh, her mom's in a nursing home. She's like, she just wants a little one. Okay, let's just give it to her. So I was able to call her back and give her the tree, and she was so touched. And I'm just the way that the conversation went and how everything went, I was just so inspired, and realizing that all it takes is a little extra effort and a little care, and it literally will change people's life or their perspective on that moment. Like people who are dealing with depression and I'm thinking, sometimes I feel like, what am I doing every day? I'm just surviving. I'm waiting to get off. And I think now's a great time to kind of reevaluate the impact you have on the world. And you don't have to have a lot of time or a lot of money or have any big title. It's just about loving people and going out of your way to help people and touch them, even when it's not Christmas. And sometimes it's really hard when you don't feel like you have it in you to give. Sometimes I feel kind of repulsed by certain people, not because I'm snooty, but just, sometimes if you're drained and you're working and you're not filling yourself up, spending time with God, keeping your mind right, getting your rest and healthy, then you don't have it to give, and you literally can't make an impact. But there's so many hurting people, and there's certain people that sometimes I just see them in a loving way because I'm so filled up and I've spent time with God, and it's almost like I start seeing them the way God would see them, and God loves them. And so when you're feeling crabby in your head and you just, you got to think, am I taking enough time with God? Am I taking enough time to rest? Am I prioritizing my health and my well-being and being the best, healthiest vessel possible? It's a vessel. It means that you're being used for a function, and you cannot give what you don't have, right? I heard that from the great Wayne Dyer. You can't give what you don't have. So it's so important to take care of yourself and your health, and also to look for ways to be a vessel and touch people's life, not just on Christmas. And even if you're in a job you hate or a situation you hate, it doesn't matter where you are or if you're in the right spot or not. You can be effective and powerful and change people's lives by simple little acts every single day. So be an agent of change and love, and find ways to give, even when you don't feel like it. And actually, I think the people that you're repulsed by or that are obnoxious are the ones, it's almost like a sacrifice to do it. And I think the more the sacrifice, the more the blessing, in my opinion. So that's why I like going to church. Sometimes I don't feel like it, but I think just the simple action of going, it's a sacrifice of praise. And it's like, hey, I do care, God, So Merry Christmas, everybody.